Today, people are more desperate than ever to find work from home jobs. That sometimes you can be exposed to fake jobs or work from home job scams, and it's easier to fall for it when you're desperate. I don't want that to happen to any of you, so that's why I am making this video today to help you spot fake job scams because they're everywhere and they preying on people that are vulnerable and, like I said, desperate. So I'm going to give you 5 real world examples of job scams that are prevalent today. Um, yeah, we're going to get right into it. The first one, and as you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. The first one is the fake check for home equipment scam. So this is a very common and financially devastating job scam. Basically, what they do is they'll tell you that they're going to send you a check so that you can buy home equipment. They send you a check sometimes for a large sum of money, and they'll have you go cash that check. Now, several things can happen when you go to cash a check. Like, you can get arrested when they spot that it's a fake check, or they'll actually not spot that it's a fake check. You'll cash the check, and guess what? That check gonna bounce. And when it bounce, it's gonna take your money. Any money you got in that account, it's gonna be wiped out. Simply because you cashed a check and didn't have the money. The money was not a real check, put it that way. It was not a real check to be cashed. So when you do that and the check bounce, they gonna hold that to you. You are gonna be the one who lose out on money, not the scammers. And that's one of the biggest scams that have been going on in the work from home world. So it can be a digital or a paper check, which that's red flag number 1. Anytime they tell you they're going to send you a check by FedEx, like, yes, people still issue checks, but for a work from home job, why would they send you a paper check when there's a such thing as direct deposit? Like, most people use direct deposit these days. I know some people still use, checks, but for the most part, yeah. But even if they say they gonna direct deposit you some money, don't fall for it. It's not legit. Even if they say they can Zelle it, Cash App it, any of that, do not fall for it. So, here is an example. Congratulations, you're hired. We are sending a check for $4,000 for your home office setup. $4,000 to set up your home office? Yeah, right. Please deposit it today. Keep $500 for your first week's pay and wire $3,500 to our IT portal vendor to ship your Apple laptop setup. Let me tell y'all, I work with an Apple computer every single day for my job that I've been on for almost 3 years. I ain't pay a dime for it. I get money just for my work from home stipend, but they never asked me to pay anything. They never asked me to send them any type of money for this equipment. Legit jobs will not ever ask you to send them money. That just sums it all up. If they ask you to send them money, it's a scam. I don't care what nobody says, it's a scam. Number 2, text only interviews and off platform messaging. So if they tell you that they can do an interview on WhatsApp, Telegram, or Signal, it's a scam. Because legit businesses and companies, they know better than to use these sites to do an interview. And who does text only interviews anyway? Like, what can you truly learn about me through a text message? Especially when I can pretend to be anybody just like you can pretend to be anybody. So how can you trust me to work for your company when you never even spoke with me? For real, you've never heard my voice. You don't know if I'm a real person or if I'm an AI. You don't know what I am because you only talk to me through text, and no one does that for real. You can't really get to know a person through text message only. So when they say they only want to do a text interview, or they want to talk off the platform, yeah, don't do it. And they'll send you, sometimes these people will send you a text message. First of all, it's like, how did you get my number? Because I never gave it to you and I didn't apply for anything. Second, they'll send you an email and they'll claim to be with a company like Amazon, Walmart, Sam's Club, things like that. But the whole time when you check the email that they're sending it from, 9 times out of 10, it's a fake email. It's like Walmart's with an S, Walmart's XYZ.com. Yeah, don't. And then number 3, pay to work, an upfront fee request. So money flows from the employer to the worker, never the other way around. So that goes back to point 1. And a real employer will never ask you to send them money to get a job. They're going to pay you to work. Why would you send them money in order for you to work? Like, that don't make sense. And any job that requires upfront payment for training kits or background checks, software licenses, or onboarding fees is a scam. Demands for payment via non-reversible methods such as gift cards, Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, or cryptocurrency. And they might say something like, to finalize your onboarding as a remote virtual assistant, you must submit a $75 fee via Cash App for your identity verification and background screening packet. Red flag. 4, inconsistent email domains and impersonation. I kind of touched on this. You always want to check the domain string after the @ symbol in the sender's email address, because companies use their company name in their email. So Sarah at Amazon.com, Bob at Walmart.com, not Sarah at XYZ Gmail.com, not Bob at Gmail.com. Like, yeah, you have to check the email and everything. So emails coming from Gmails or Yahoos or solo domain misspellings meant to mimic reputable companies like Amazon-careers.com, but it's got like a 0 instead of an O in the Amazon. Yeah, instead of Amazon.com. Red flag, and you definitely have to pay attention to that. So if you receive a remote offer from a company, visit the company's official main website directly in your browser. Check their actual careers page to verify whether the specific job ID and role even exists. Okay, y'all, we on the last one. Optimization and task scams. So task scams are a rapidly growing category of work from home fraud. Yeah. So beware of positions that promise high daily pay for simple, repetitive digital tasks, such as rating products, clicking links, or optimizing App Store data. How it works: you are given access to a fake dashboard where you press buttons to complete tasks and see a growing balance of virtual earnings. Eventually, the platform tells you that your account has hit a negative balance or a special combination task, requiring you to deposit your own real money to release your accumulated earnings. Once you deposit funds, you are unable to withdraw them. So it might say something like earn $200 to $500 daily rating products online, no experience needed, just 30 minutes a day on your phone. Who paying you $200 for 30 minutes? That's $400 an hour. To just do simple tasks like rate products and click on links all day. I wish it was that easy. I do. Unfortunately, it's definitely not that easy. So I want y'all to do y'all due diligence. Always research any type of job that contacts you, any type of job that you are trying to apply for, do your research, do your due diligence so that you do not fall for these scams. I want y'all to stay protected out here. So do what you gotta do to make sure that don't nobody pull the wool over your eyes and trick you out your position. So I'll see y'all in my next video. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you've ever experienced a job scam before. Let me know how that turned out for you. But I'm going to see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.